Hello friends. Welcome to my channel. Well, today I will be teaching you the basic things to know about Microsoft Word and Microsoft PowerPoint. Please consider subscribing.
Be showing you how to use Microsoft Word document. Microsoft Word is a word processor developed by Microsoft. It was first released on October 25, 1983 under the name Multi-Tool Word for Xenix systems. Microsoft Word or Ms. Word is a popular word processing program used mainly for creating documents such as brochures, letters, learning activities, quizzes, tests and students' homework assignments. It was first released in 1983 and is one of Microsoft Office Suite's applications. Microsoft Word is one of the most popular software programs in the world, used by millions of office workers, students and home users to create, read and edit documents. Many people don't use all the features of MS Word because not all of them are necessary for every user. It can be useful to familiarize yourself with the basic feature and characteristics of MS Word, even if you don't need them at all immediately, in case they ever come in handy. Key features of the program include the ability to enter and format text, the ability to save and print documents, compatibility with older versions of Word and other software, support for cloud, local use and collaboration features. Newer versions of Word contain features that aren't present in older versions, so if there's a feature you want that's not available in the version you're using, you may want to upgrade your Word software if your computer supports it. Microsoft Word is a word processor, which means that it's designed primarily for text-based documents. These can be business reports, student papers, informal notes from a call or a lecture, or letters to friends and relatives. In Word, you type text and see roughly how it will appear on someone else's computer screen or on paper. You can change the font, color, size and other style settings for text using Word's built-in options. To style multiple sections of text the same way, such as to consistently style headings in a certain way, you can create styles that group multiple formatting options into one setting. For saving and printing, after you create a document in Word, you usually want to save it for later access, send to someone, print it out, or any combination of these uses. With Word, you can save a document in a variety of formats for compatibility with other software. You can save the document locally in your computer, or if you're using a recent version, to a Microsoft-supported cloud system so you and others can access it remotely. You can also print documents using most modern printers, adjusting settings such as whether to print in color or black and white, whether to print on both sides of the paper, and what size and shape of paper you want to use. Moving to Word and compatibility, Microsoft has been designed for years to maximize compatibility between versions. Typically, versions of Microsoft Word can open files created in previous versions of the software and save files in formats usable by earlier versions. You can also save files in formats such as rich text format, which is used by a variety of competing products. Many other word processing programs can open files created in Microsoft Word. If you take advantage of newer features in a document, you may not be able to fully rely on them when you open the document in another program, including an earlier version of Word. Next we have cloud and local support. Microsoft Word offers a local version of the software that you can access in your computer and a version you can access through your web browser. In the past, Word was only available as a program you install locally in your computer. With either versions of Word in Office 365 or Microsoft Office 2016, you can save files locally or to a Microsoft-hosted cloud system where they can be accessed from any location. There is also built-in collaboration. Modern versions of Microsoft Word allow multiple people to edit the same document. This is an improvement on previous editions and some competing products, which require people to edit documents one at a time and email or otherwise. Share changed versions for review and further editing. In older versions of Word, collaboration tools are limited. For parts and functions of Ms. Word, Microsoft is one of the most popular word processing tools in the world, and the number of parts of Microsoft Word has only expanded over time. Word is available for installation on a particular computer or for use in the cloud on Microsoft's servers through its Office 365 brand. Either way, the parts of Ms. Word include features for entering and formatting texts, tools to embed images and files from other programs, the ability to save and print documents, and tools for collaborating with other users. Those were some of the features of Microsoft Word and the functions it can do. Now I'm going to show you how it is done. Click on the Start menu to open the search box. Type in Word and click on it once you found it and open a new blank document. Let's start with the basics like how to increase size of the letters. We increase the size of the letters by doing this. Next we see how we can bold and underline our texts. We can even put in italic. We can also change the wordings of our text and put in other formats such as Romans and many others. We can also insert pictures, tables, shapes and so many other things. If you are doing homework of mathematics and you need to insert equations, here is how you can do it. We can even design our page layout depending on the activity we want to do. If it is to write a presentation, or even a letter to a friend, we call do that. You can even put in a watermark if you want to. You will also see how you can change the page color to make it look even more beautiful than it was. Inserting page borders is possible, and an added asset is that you can design the page border and put in some art to it to make it look attractive. Those were the basics of Microsoft Word. Others you will have to experience them all by yourself in order to be familiarized in what type of things they can do. That's it for today. We'll be showing you how to use Microsoft PowerPoint. Microsoft PowerPoint is a presentation program created by Robert Gaskins and Dennis Austin at a software company named Forethought, Inc. It was released on April 20, 1987, initially for Macintosh computers only. Microsoft acquired PowerPoint for about $14 million 3 months after it appeared. Microsoft PowerPoint is a powerful slideshow presentation program. It is a standard component of the company's Microsoft Office suite software, and is bundled together with Word, Excel, and other Office productivity tools. The program uses slides to convey information rich in multimedia. PPT is a file extension for a presentation file format used by Microsoft PowerPoint, the popular presentation software commonly used for office and educational slideshows. All text, images, sound and video used in the presentation are contained in the PPT file. In principle, PowerPoint slides can be split into 3 different categories, which can exist in their pure form or be combined with others: text slides, conceptual slides, quantitative charts. Robert Gaskins invented the PowerPoint idea, managed its development at a startup for 3 years, and then headed Microsoft's business unit in Silicon Valley for another 5 years. They are different types of slides, namely, slides of pure text are very common, their content conveyed through words only. Individual thoughts or points are often listed one after another to make them easier to understand. These are known as bullet points. It is worth remembering the following when using text slides. Text slides. Single terms, e.g., working environment, generally do not say a lot, so it's better for the lists to actually include statements, e.g., the working environment has improved. Keep the sentences as short as possible. Where feasible, group lists and put them in separate boxes with headings. This enables different key thoughts to be shown separately from each other. Conceptual slides. Conceptual charts visually display slides' core messages, and are very easy to grasp. They enable audiences to understand a slide's core statement with one single glance. Visuals not only highlight structures, they are also a good way of conveying dynamics. The individual graphic elements can in turn contain specific words, statements, lists or images, e.g. photos. PowerPoint is the presentation software of the Microsoft Office software suite. One of the most widely used Office programs, PowerPoint has applications for personal use, academics and business. It is highly customizable. You can edit PowerPoint presentations to be as personal or professional as you want. PowerPoint has a relatively simple user interface which you can easily pick up. However, mastering each of its functions will allow you to create impressive presentations to engage your audience. The design features of PowerPoint allow you to customize the appearance and format of the slides. PowerPoint typically comes with a set of preloaded themes for you to choose from. These can range from simple color changes to complete format layouts with accompanying font text. Themes can be applied through the whole presentation or a single slide. Using the page setup allows you to optimize the presentation for the display size. For instance, you should use a larger screen ratio when displaying on a projector compared to a computer screen. Animation. PowerPoint animation is divided between slide transitions and element animation. Using slide transition adds an effect when switching slides during a slideshow. You can edit the transition effect and timing, as well as opt for an on-click or automatic transition between slides. Element animation adds movement and sounds to the objects within the slide. For example, if you're constructing a photo gallery as a slideshow, you can choose which pictures enter the slide first, how they enter and add a sound as they enter. Presentation. The presentation function of PowerPoint is largely designed to accommodate public speaking. PowerPoint comes with a built-in notes function. When printing out presentation slides, you can add presenter notes beside each slide as accompanying content. This is useful to clarify points in the slide without sacrificing the slide's readability. As of the 2007 version of PowerPoint, you can pre-record narration for a presentation. PowerPoint also has a rehearsal function as well, allowing you or your team to practice your timing and monitor the length of your presentation. Home Tech Support reviews Basic PowerPoint features. Basic PowerPoint features by Vladimir Kovkin. Techwala may earn compensation through affiliate links in this story. PowerPoint is the presentation software of the Microsoft Office software suite. One of the most widely used Office programs, PowerPoint has applications for personal use, academics and business. It is highly customizable. You can edit PowerPoint presentations to be as personal or professional as you want. PowerPoint has a relatively simple user interface which you can easily pick up. However, mastering each of its functions will allow you to create impressive presentations to engage your audience. The design features of PowerPoint allow you to customize the appearance and format of the slides. PowerPoint typically comes with a set of preloaded themes for you to choose from. These can range from simple color changes to complete format layouts with accompanying font text. Themes can be applied through the whole presentation or a single slide. Using the page setup allows you to optimize the presentation for the display size. For instance, you should use a larger screen ratio when displaying on a projector compared to a computer screen. Animation. PowerPoint animation is divided between slide transitions and element animation. Using slide transition adds an effect when switching slides during a slideshow. You can edit the transition effect and timing, as well as opt for an on-click or automatic transition between slides. Element animation adds movement and sounds to the objects within the slide. For example, if you're constructing a photo gallery as a slideshow, you can choose which pictures enter the slide first, how they enter and add a sound as they enter. Presentation. The presentation function of PowerPoint is largely designed to accommodate public speaking. PowerPoint comes with a built-in notes function. When printing out presentation slides, you can add presenter notes beside each slide as accompanying content. This is useful to clarify points in the slide without sacrificing the slide's readability. As of the 2007 version of PowerPoint, you can pre-record narration for a presentation. PowerPoint also has a rehearsal function as well, allowing you or your team to practice your timing and monitor the length of your presentation. Integration. PowerPoint is compatible with all other software in the Microsoft Office suite. You can export slides into Word documents or use Excel charts within your presentation. In addition to image and audio support, PowerPoint 2007 also has video integration functionality. You can embed videos within a presentation for easy playback without exiting the program. You can also export presentation files to an online interface for multi-user remote editing and presentation practice. You can set a PowerPoint slide as your Windows desktop background by exporting it in the JPG image format and installing it using Windows Explorer and the Windows Desktop Background command. Let's see how to use PowerPoint. Just search through your computer for PowerPoint and click on it once you've found it. On the new interface you are seeing, those are just templates. They help you to customize the view of your document to make look good than it was before, so just choose any you want. Next you can see where you will put your title and subtitles. This is the preview on how it's gonna be. Everything you add to your document can be previewed to see what changes you are making. We can change the size of our characters by just selecting the characters and adjusting to the size we want. We can even change the theme fonts to put in other fonts to make our characters look better. They are out of themes, so you pick one that you see as aspiring to you. Next we see how we can insert pictures, shapes, tables and many more others just by clicking on the Insert button. You should be able to see all these features and select the ones that are most suitable for you. You can add a new slide by right-clicking then Add New Slide. Tables are inserted using rows and columns. Or you can just create by your own. To add local pictures to our document, we must have them on our computer in order to do that, but if we don't, we may search them online. Shapes are of different variety. Depending on your presentation, you will choose one. Now going to the Design tab, it's where we can change the background of our presentation. On transitions, we just add some life to our presentation in order not to make it boring. Going on animations, it's just changing the theme of our subtitles because transitions are different from animations. One focus on subtitles and other one focus on the whole document. Now we go to slideshow. This is where you can watch like a short movie of your document on what you have prepared. You can view it from the beginning or just from the current slide you are working on. It just shows you if your presentation is good or not. You can customize your slides or even hide them. This is done when you don't want a particular slide to show up in your presentation. It's like omitting it to be seen. Other options, you will try them for yourself. Now we go on review. This is where you can check if there are no wrong spellings in your document. You can check the spellings of your words to see if they are correct or not. You can research through your document for a particular word or sentence. You can translate your document or even add new languages to it. Going on View. It's where you can update some of the customizations onto your slide. The last is Format, where you change the format of your words or even your presentation or document. You can change the color of your words and even add some cool effects to them to make them more attracting. You can put in bold, italic, or even underline your words. You can even cross them. Changing the alignment is important, especially when writing letters. You can add some hyperlinks or add word art to your document. Now take this time to review some of the things we have talked about. You can even pause this video if you want to. The next thing to learn is how to save our document, which is done by clicking on the file in the left hand corner of your screen. You must go on where it's written save as choose the location you want your document to be stored to and click on save. Now my document is saved on desktop. If you don't want it to be accessed by many people, just put in password for protection. Type in the password you want, then your document should be protected. Anytime you open it, you will be asked to input your password. I think those were the most useful aspects of Microsoft PowerPoint you should know. Other additional options you will have to train with them in order to be familiarized with them. You can print your document or even share your document to other people, whether on email or cloud. There is also an option that lets you export your document as PDF or creating a small video out of it. It's like the slideshow we have seen. If you have an account on Office, then you can sign in. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.